day we be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio when I'm spitting all these rhymes.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 10-yard fight. I'm Coach KK. This is better late than never. Welcome to volume 20. We're going to call this the Deuce Close power spread attack. Just like that. All right. The Deuce Close power spread attack. This is going to be from 12 personnel. Let's jump straight to it. I'll show you why this is called 12 personnel. For those of you who don't know, they count in the system of play calling and personnel, or like what people are on the field. The first digit is the running back. That's the one. Second digit is the tight ends, the number of tight ends. So we have one running back, two tight ends. That's going to give you the ace and the ace you off and the stuff from volume 19, right? Which is Deuce Close. So type of stuff. But we're not going to do the wing stack and the ace slot and all that today. We're going to do Deuce Close. All right. 12 personnel. All right. Guys, I am so excited about this new scheme. I understand that Madden 25 is coming out in a week from now. It is August the 6th. I understand that. Okay. What we do over here in the 10-yard fight is evergreen. You know, our stuff lasts forever. You know, this is an idea. These are concepts. These are rules. These are principles, you know, that just don't change. We're not relying on metas and what works against the beta and the AI and all that crazy stuff that gets patched up. This is X versus O. Back to the basics. Okay. How I got this scheme was from me playing tournaments at my job in the break room. Okay. We have about 7 to 8 people that plays Madden and NCAA, right? 7 to 8 gamers. Guys, I'm like I'm very humble when I say this, but I am on the top of the throne of all of those guys. We even have a big 3, and I'm in the big 3, and the 2 guys that's in the big 3 with me, I overrule them predominantly. Like, I've got punched in the mouth a few times. I've lost a few games in the break room. I got hit in the mouth. Like, I've lost a big game before, but majority of the time I win more than I lose. Like, they done hit me in the mouth, like I say, quite a few times. And then when they do, it's a win for everybody, because they know I'm like, you know, that person. You know, I'm who I am. You know, the 10-yard fight, the stuff that I do is what you guys know was on display. Okay. So yeah, I'm very excited about this, and I don't want to be one of those guys with no scheme and just running around playing duck, duck, goose, or playing hook by crook, just calling random plays and just throwing picks and just doing whatever. I want a system built. I want a reason and a purpose of calling plays. Okay, that's how we move over here in the 10-yard fight. There's rules to this stuff, right? There's things that you can do and can't do. You should not do. Okay. This is the Deuce Close power spread attack, volume 20. This is going to work in Madden 25. Okay. Let's get it. Okay. You can see that this is the Deuce Close. This is symmetrical, right? We're going to talk about the ins and outs. And to be honest with you, this is my favorite part of a scheme. When I do part 1 of a scheme in practice mode and give you the idea and what's going on in the backstory, that's always my favorite part. That's why I'm so excited. Like I say, I got one guy who's my coworker. He plays very fast. He played with the Kansas City Chiefs every game. Okay. My goal was to minimize his drives and have fewer possessions and longer drives, and just control pace and tempo and keep him flat off the field. Sometimes I mastered the skill, like I mastered the scheme so much that I scored faster than I wanted to, faster than I thought I was going to do. And then that just, you know, just helped build a scheme. So I'm going to put him on display, how fast he play and how, you know, reckless he play, and, you know, just off script while we're on script. That's the goal, to stay on script in the Deuce Close. Okay, let's get it. The 3 sets that we're going to run is the Deuce Close from the single back. You can see this is very symmetrical. It's even across the board. The running back is dead center behind the quarterback. 2 tight ends are where they're lined up, even offset of the tackles, and the wide receivers, flanker and split end, are dead even alongside of the tight ends on each side of the ball. So if you flip this play over, they will never know. You can go to the play calling screen. No one really moves. Okay, little small movement, but nothing that's going to be catchy or something or telling, you know. So that's how we're moving in this scheme. Next, we're going to go to the gun deuce close. Guys, this is from the Washington Commanders playbook. I handpicked this playbook for a reason, and that's because they had 3 sets that I was all into, okay? And the play calls, you know, the plays that's in the sets, that they kind of mesh together and play with one another, okay? They kind of had the best combination for this scheme, if you ask me, in terms of how we see the field on the 10-yard fight. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with the 10-yard fight. Hats off to you guys. Like that means a lot for your patience. Work-life balance be getting me. Guys, you guys are always on my mind. Just know that I'm always putting in work for the 10-yard fight. Even if we're not posting the video, I'm doing some background work, taking notes, watching film, something. Okay, just know that. All right, here we go. The gun deuce close. You can see it's pretty much the same thing. We can pretty much line up in the deuce close, pick a play, and when we hit an audible, this is what's called a formation shift. That's what happens. Now it turns into a semi-symmetrical set. It's not all the way symmetrical like that, because like, see right here, he just shift left. Now we can go right. The hat is to our favor on the right side. Well, he didn't shift, but the computer did. Okay, that's what we want to do. We want to keep the user in the middle, and we want to make sure we make them pay for shifting to either side or pinching in or crashing out or whatever they do, backing off, whatever they do. We're going to make them pay. We're going to play off of what they do. Okay, these are simple reads, and sometimes things can be so simple that it becomes complicated to your opponent. Okay, the next set is from the gun, and it is called the tight open. Okay, this is why I'm picking Washington Commanders playbook. You can find this in a few others, but I love the tight open. Now, you got to change the personnel settings by going to the right analog stick and under packages. You can see that's 3 receivers and a tight end, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to the left, and I'm going to go to tight end slot. That puts 2 tight ends in the slots as if it's deuce close. I'll show you. We'll go out here and then tight open. You can see right there, and you can audible to the gun deuce close, quick formation shift, hike the ball and go. Or you can go to the singleback deuce close, quick formation shift, hike the ball and go. Just like that. All right. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, like I say, this scheme was built from a couple of guys who just play very fast in the break room. When we play some big tournaments. I'm gonna let you guys know about that. I'm gonna make a video on the tournaments one day. And yeah, we play in big tournaments, and it's like money tournaments too. Everybody's watching. The whole job is anticipating who plays today and who plays tomorrow. It's about 8 of us, and then we done built some real good rivalries. So I had to come different. I don't want to be one of these guys just lining up and bunch nasty, bunch right, trips way off, gun spread, and just not just, you know, just throwing aimlessly and shooting, you know, blind shots. I want to have a system built, and I want to be different from everybody. And what that did is it just made me look more like realistic sim style football, and eyeballs were there watching, and they were saying like, man, Kenny, he plays different. He plays like real life. You watch his game, and everything is a system. He punt the ball when he need to. You know, he's spreading it among everybody. He's just not throwing to the same player every time. He run the ball. You know, a lot of users don't run the ball. They play so fast, you know. So I'm so different from them, and that's what helps stand out. You know, I don't want to fit in. I want to stand out. All right. So let's get into it. This is right off the bat, the deuce close. All right. You can see it's symmetrical. We're going to get into it. It's under center. I'm going to let you see these 12 plays that they have along with audibles. You guys know since the beginning of time, when Coach KK builds a scheme, we want to have 2 running concepts built into the set: an outside run and an inside run. You can see the running plays are in here in the middle and some on the outside. That don't mean you pick 2 running plays and sleep on the other ones. The other ones help centers around the other ones. They all work as a family, okay? I'm going to take spacing switch out and exchange it for halfback trap, 0-1 trap, whatever you want to call it. If you look at 0-1 trap for what it is, everything is lined up. The defense is going to line up according to how we line up, right? But what he don't know is post snap, the left guard or right guard, depending on if we flip it or not, they're going to pull from the back side to the play side, and it changes the whole math equation. You can get so many yards off a simple play like that because they wasn't ready for the pulling guard, okay?
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he can't quite get the home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And good work there in open space. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they get him down.
Okay, so that's going there. I'm not going to deal with zone split weak in the audibles. Something better out there, and it's called the halfback stretch. Obviously, that's one of the bread and butter plays. You got to get to the outside and just shoot for a cutback angle.
Now Chubb running right. And he is in. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Okay, that's just simple as that. So you have these 2 playing off of one another, right? Bench is in there. That's the main play. I'm not going to change it, not going to touch it. That's one of the meat and potatoes of the scheme. Okay, we didn't have Hot Route Master prior to Madden 25. So you need a corner route implemented into the play, right? And this is one of the bread and butter plays. We would go bench all day long. It's symmetrical, right? So they got to kind of play both sides even because they don't know what's coming, you know. These corners work, you know, depending on what the ball is, the leverage of the cornerbacks, the range of the safeties, how the user is looking at the field. Bench will thrive.
Watson. Watson. Pass to the sideline and pull. That sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Toward the side. Watson now to throw.
Okay. Play action, boot slide plays off of the halfback stretch, and it also plays off of the zone split weak. Okay.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got the speed. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. There he goes left side. And he'll be out of bounds.
Weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Watson. Throw left side.
We'll look at all the plays for what it is. PA deep read, we don't need that. You can put an X on that. Look how basic it look. It ain't got nothing exotic in it. We don't need it. All right. So we talked about the zone split. You will be doing zone split at times. That's in your interchangeables. So yeah, don't sleep on that. That's very much like the play action boot slide. A lot of these plays off of one another. So get used to that. The runs look just like the pass. The passes look just like the runs, even if you flip it over. All right. We'll go down here. We know about bench. We know about 0-1 trap. Corner stops is a dead beat play. Don't do it. Look at it. It's pointless. It's not going to shake no coverage. It's not going to manipulate the user It's not going to do anything. It's just going to sit there in the middle and get picked off. All right. We'll move forward. Spacing switch is pretty cool. It's basic, but there's so many other plays I would pick before spacing switch. You can see halfback zone weak. Sometimes you may not want to go all the way to the outside on the halfback stretch. You might want to come out in halfback zone weak and then read the defense for what it is and flip flop to 0-1 trap, or, you know, zone split, or the counter, or the stretch, right? So I wouldn't put zone weak in the audibles. I will just, like, you know, you can see the difference between zone weak and zone split weak. The tight end sifts over, right? Moving forward, play action X cross. That's a brilliant play to do. It will stretch the defense left and right. You know, that's one of the main plays in the scheme in this set, really. Left and right. I mean, it is spacing out the defense. If you got fast receivers and you're clicking on the run game has to be clicking. They will suck in to the line from the box, and all you need to do is be 1 or 2 steps ahead of your opponent, and you're going to get one of those open receivers. You saw that in the intro. That's the goal. Make them pay for misreading or being in the wrong spot.
From the 31. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Brown. Watson off play action. And it's caught. And again, it's Chubb. And good running. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's got this. They didn't have time, or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extras. It's going to be claims that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Got a man, it's caught.
Sometimes you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this one complete downfield.
Okay, moving forward, counter Y. That's one of the bread and butters. That's a slow developing run play that is slept on. A lot of users don't do it because they don't understand how to set up the counter Y. You got to set up the counter Y, and it will play off of the play action misdirection. See, those two look the same, right? You saw in the intro how many times I used play action misdirection. That's the money play.
It's an easy interception.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get
backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward. That clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And that's more critical here in the second half. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. There he goes, right side. Chubb on the counter. And he gets this one, Jim. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown. Clean. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Now this is called.
Oh, yeah. All of this is a story just to set up those two plays, counter Y and misdirection. Okay, that's how I see it. At least it stretches the defense. It gives the false impression that we're running and doing ground and pound, but we're spacing everything out in a power spread type of look. All right, so that's the deuce close. That's your audibles right there. Okay, we're gonna move forward. This is the gun deuce close. Like I say, these all play along with each other. You can be in a deuce close and you can audible quickly to the gun deuce close. And it's just like the running back moves to the side, quarterback gets back, and you can still work these plays. Okay, now you're just in the gun, and it just gives you more variety. You know, it gives you more deep passing ideas and concepts, because you might be in a deuce close, and then he might be playing you like all in the box. There might be 8-9 people in the box, and you can space things out, right? Look at all these deep developing passing concepts from the gun, which means you don't have to drop back. Okay, let's talk about it. You got 9 plays. Your audible says this. Okay, you know good and well I'm not gonna settle for both stick. That's a basic play. It makes no sense. I don't understand it. It works in real life, but I just don't see it. What I go with is RPO alert Omaha. Those 2 out routes are speed outs. They're not square outs. They're not like standard down and outs. They're like angled outs, and they're gonna speed to the sideline, right? They do that in real life, right? They curving a little bit. You can take these as automatics. If the defensive backs are backed up, they can get 5 or 6 yards, even 3 sometimes. You need the 3, right? Sometimes you gotta have loose change, right? You know, I'm gonna take my pennies. All right. So here we go. You have, and you know, you can hand the ball off as well, just like the inside zone. So that's pretty good to go.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll have it field now for 1st and 10. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. And he's
and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it inside.
I'm probably cheating myself by keeping inside zone in here, because that's pretty much an inside zone right there. But we're going to keep it for the purpose of a running play, because, you know, I think they're pass blocking on RPO plays. All right. Chip, dig, 7 stop. Look at it. It's ugly. It's like an ugly dodo bird. What is this play doing in the audibles? It makes no sense. Okay. We're going to exchange that for something. Look at the PA post cross. That's a good looking play, right? That's exotic. You can't audible to those plays or hot route to them. Well, you can in 25, but where we were currently standing in Madden 24, we had no idea that all the quarterbacks were going to have hot route master. That was the way to get that play going. Okay. So I'm going to quickly implement that into the audibles. Okay. That plays along with the singleback deuce close. Okay.
Get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, "Hurry, hurry!" to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he gets this one just. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's got the speed.
Later on, and we're gonna look at some more plays. So you can see that second line right there, PA deep out. Okay, it's pointless. I can kind of create that at the line of scrimmage on my own. You can come out in a play and create play action deep out. I mean, with the exception of the play action part, but okay, whoop-de-doo. Inside zone is there. Next line, you got the mesh spot, RPO read flat wheel. Now, I don't recommend RPO read flat wheel. That was one of those meta type of plays. I kind of stayed away from it. It's pretty cool, but it's a 50-50 hit or miss, in which you will get sacked or you will misread something. So, guys, that's kind of pointless. Maybe I wouldn't mess with it. It was when plays get involved into meta, I don't really do them. You know, I just leave those alone, bro. It's pretty cool to run the ball with your quarterback if you can just do the play action part. But I would not throw these passes to people. I did before, and it was nah. But yeah, mesh spot is a base play. That halfback wheel is something serious. The mesh concept between the 2 tight ends is something serious. It beats man and zone, because we're looking for one step on our opponent. We're trying to hold the middle linebacker in the middle, and sometimes they will bite on the tight ends crossing, and that middle little hook sit route will just sit there wide open.
To throw on second is Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be now it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is
happens so much. Let's move over to the corners go flat. You can see them double moves on the outside receivers. They're just really just running off the coverage. And underneath, I like to take the return route and the whip route. Like I say, the middle linebacker is going to be the user. When he see no one's is in the middle, he's just going to vacate the area. And then that return route is going to come right in, slashing right behind him. And sometimes you have to take the flat route with the running back. Sometimes that's a quick audible to go to.
On second down, here's Watson. Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
So when it comes to that fourth audible, I will either put mesh spot or corners go flat. And most likely I'm going with corners go flat because it has more concepts or more hot routes that I can't hot route to. But don't sleep on mesh spot. Okay. So I'll let you see the plays in here that you don't sleep on, because that's what the audibles look like right there. That's enough right there to get you going. You can run inside. You know, we're going to talk about outside running from this too. You can pass outside. You can pass inside, right? You can go to something like the Deuce Close, and that give you bench, and that plays off of these two. Okay. Because when you get in the shotgun, they're thinking you're going to do bench, right? Because they're thinking corners, right? But when you go on the center, they at least expecting you to do like bench right here because you're on the center, right? That's a deep passing concept if you ask me. If you ask me, that's a deep passing concept. All right. Moving forward to the last but not least set. The gun tight open. Guys, if you're still sticking with me, hit that like button for me. That is always appreciated. I'm here for you guys. All right. I am here for you guys. Their goal is to contain the box. Our goal is to pound the rock up the middle while your opponent sets the edge every down. Okay. All you got to do is follow your rules and take what the defense gives you. Take your mesh concepts, take your out routes. Like something I want to talk about right here. I actually go in the field before I set audibles so I can let you guys see how this look. Now look at this from a different standpoint, from a metric standpoint. We're lined up inside the numbers on all of these sets. I will go from gun tight open to the Deuce Close. See that? We're inside the numbers. We'll go to the other Deuce Close, inside the numbers, right? On the left side and the right side, you have that space to work with. Let's say I audible to bench. Look at how we're attacking those corners or that side of those concepts. So this is my base play, especially versus like a one high safety cover 3 look. That's the base play right there, right? Bench. And then once he start keying on it, we go to other things just to come back to it. So that's what I wanted to say right there. We are tightly compressed, and because sometimes the defense, like they're outside of our edge right now, but sometimes they won't be like that. And if they are like that, we make them pay in the middle. You know, you do things in the middle, like the dig route or the mesh concept or the sit route, right? Or the inside zone. So let's get into the audibles from the tight open. Some concepts only require you to have 1 or 2 steps on your opponent, and then you're gone. Okay. This scheme is designed for you to have 1 or 2 steps on them. That's all you need. Right? Here we go. Stick gots to go. You already know. I see an inside zone in here. That's an inside run. So let's have a quick outside run. I'm going to go all the way down to my audibles until I find one. Read option looks good, but that can take the place of inside zone. There we go. Speed option looks great. What else do we have? Do we have a base? Nope, we don't have a base. Speed option looks great. So if the defense crash in, we go to speed option. If there's no one sitting in the alley and he's trying to like contain the box, we're going speed option. If they decide to pinch out or, you know, crash out because we did a speed option, we always have inside zone as a backup plan. All right.
On the road. Chubb will score. They pitch it out to Hunt. And he'll take it in. They'll run again. And he's
All right. Vertical is a basic play that got to go. You already know. I'm going to keep going down until I find something good. You can see that's kind of basic. I like the double move, but let's keep looking. I like the slot pose. Let's keep looking. I like the shallow. Look at that. Bench Z spot. You got a flat route, which is an automatic, and you got the corners. Because you also need to look like you're looking from the same sets. So I put bench Z spot in there. All right. I'll let you look at the list right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you look at bench Z spot before I do that fourth audible. So the reason why I have that in there, because it looks just like our original bench. Let's say you do that 2 or 3 times in a drive or whatever, and you go to the gun. He's not going to expect you to do the same concept. That's essentially the same concept. Okay, you put the out route right here or whatever. That's essentially the same concept. So he's going to space out or act accordingly. And that's what's going to set you up for inside zone or stuff like that. So everything kind of plays off of one another. It's like a family. And you're going to see so many examples in the 4-minute offense. Guys, you all got to watch the 4-minute offense. You're going to see me throw the incomplete passes. You may see me throw a pick. You're going to see the reasoning for doing things, right? I'm going to try to get that out to you quickly. All right. So the fourth audible, you have mesh spot. That's a crossing pattern. You can't go wrong with mesh spot. Let's see if we have anything else that we didn't see. I see the bench dig pivot. I see the Z spot dig. I see halfback draw. That's pretty cool. Halfback slip screen. If you ask me, it comes down to halfback slip screen and the mesh. I'm going to pick the slip screen, and the mesh will be in my interchangeables. Like I may come out in mesh. Because you know what's going to happen is you're going to influence the defense to be like concerned about one side of the ball. Like let's say we put the ball over here and you come out in the tight open. Okay. He's like, oh man, that's so much space on the left side. He's going to be attacking my corners and stuff out there. Oops. But that's just going to make him go look. His eyes are going to be trained to the left side of the field, right? Oh, I'm getting murdered out here. But yeah, because I'm not really calling the right play. I'm just calling what I want to call right here. I just want to call bench right here. Like right here. Like, okay, I kind of zeroed in focus. But yeah, let's say you do that and come out in it. What's going to happen is he's going to start keying over there. And now you got the screen, because nobody's thinking the running back is going to go right from this situation. They're going to slide their line to the left thinking they need to protect the inside zone. So that's where the screen sets up at. And screens helps the offense. It helps you get out of situations. It helps your offense look so fluid. Like sometimes in that break room when I be playing these tournaments, it'd be a critical moment. I would pick up 20 yards on a screen play because he's so zeroed in on the slot receivers or something outside.
In the zone, otherwise you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They'll run for it. Chubb. And this time, throwing on third down, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead.
So yeah, that is the audibles for the tight open. Looks just like that, inside, outside. We got a deep developing pass. We got a high pass and a low pass. You can do this same thing for the spread double flex too. I think you can go over here to like tight end, tight end slot, and set some audibles there. I ain't gonna go that far with you guys, but that's an idea for you. You know, just want to make everything look the same, right? So yeah, that's it. That's it. I'll show you guys the audibles for Deuce Close under center. That's that. And I'll show you guys the audibles for the Deuce Close in the gun. So 3 sets. Deuce Close under center, Deuce Close from the gun, and a regular tight compressed set that plays off. Because all the tight open does, it just helps out with the gun Deuce Close. It gives it more plays. You see, this is pretty much gun Deuce Close again. It just gives it more plays. Okay, the tight end is spaced out a little bit. Whoop to do. All right. Okay, guys, that is volume 20, the Deuce Close power spread attack. That's how I'm coming at them. I can't wait to get the 4-minute offense out. I know Madden 25 is coming out. I'm still going to be putting out these. If you're rocking with me, roll with me. Okay, if you're rocking with me, I'm going to roll with you. Yeah, man, that's how that thing go. I appreciate all of you guys. I will always give you guys the good stuff. You know, I'm not coming with the crazy metas and stuff. I hate metas. We go against that. I get accused all the time that, hey, he's a YouTuber. Hey man, he just sit on YouTube and just get all the cheats and codes and stuff and find out the glitches. That's what they tell me in the break room. But it's just like 10-yard fight, X versus O. And it's consistent. You know, it's a system built. It's something I put my time and thought into. You know, like for instance, one of the main components of this scheme here is it's a 2x2 formation. You know, it's a 2x2 formation. You can work concepts like you don't have to do bench on each side. You can do double outs. You can smart route this guy and have double outs. You can do like hitch curls or some stuff, you know, all type of stuff. You can do flat curls. You don't have to just do bench. So you're going to find that out too in 4-minute offense. All right. I'm Coach KK. This wraps up volume 20, the gun Deuce Close power spread attack. I'm out, yo.